Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques,
Hulk,
Jacques,
Hulk.
what's going down, folks? Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is your way. Shout out to everybody watching. If you want to follow us here, please follow us here on YouTube, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Follow us on Bleacher Report as well, at Lorenzo_the Hawk, at Jacques Merrill. Just follow the Tennessee Titans, man. We're on there, man. We're on Apple, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram. Jacques, we're everywhere, man.
Yep, we are. We like just everywhere, like you said. We like the flood. Yep. We everywhere. Like you can come here, let's holler at us, talk to us, chop it up with us. But when you do, well, I'll get to that later. That's the end of the show. But now let's just get into it, man. We play those Texans on Sunday. And
yes,
I know we in an 0-3 hole. Go ahead, kick us off, brother. Kick us off.
Yes, sir, man. So, like you say, we do face the Texans, man. Two teams, bro. 0-3, man. 0-3. The Houston Texans are 0-3. Are you kidding me? The AFC South champion playoff team. They got this offense. They got this. They're 0-3, just like us, and they're doing some things worse than us, man. That's what's crazy. But we'll get into that. But so, Jacques, the Houston Texans, we play in Houston. The money line or the spread that they do have on DraftKings in particular, they do have the Texans as a touchdown favorite, a 7-point favorite. And so, for us to beat the Houston Texans, it would be an upset. And so I want to kind of talk about this a little bit, Jacques. So if we are to beat the Texans, how would we do that? Give us some reasons how we could beat these Houston Texans, man.
Great question. So just I did a lot of recon on the Texans, even looking at the last game that they played with the Jags. I'm not gonna say a carbon copy of us.
Ooh, all right.
But they low key are in a way to where their offensive line is not that good. Okay. Thanks. And you can get pressure on them. You can. I've seen CJ Stroud. They've played the Rams, the Jags, and I forgot the first game they played, but they were able to get pressure. And until it puts CJ Stroud in a situation where you got CJ Stroud running for his life, or he has no time to sit back there and go through his reads of his progressions to complete a pass.
Find that connection with Christian Kirk. CJ Stroud's pass is picked. Jordan Lewis with a snatch.
Yep, exactly. My point. There you go, bro. There you go. Thank you. Yes, exactly. It's making him they're saying he's in a third-year slump or he's regression or whatnot. Yep. But honestly, I think it's a lot going on their offense. In their offense, they don't have any real threats at receiver. They have Nico Collins, they do, but that's about it, right? They don't have Stephon Diggs anymore. And it's just their offense is just stale, if that makes sense. And if we had an opportunity to take a game, this would be the perfect game. So let me go, like I said, on defense. Jeffrey Simmons and their defensive line need to eat, right? And the way Jeffrey's been playing, he has been playing almost like a low-key Pro Bowler, but to the point where it's from a pressure standpoint, right? Not from the sack perspective, but the pressure. And what I've noticed is if you get pressure in that inside, you get CJ Stroud going, boom, he's going to make a mistake. This is another game where the defense can create a turnover, right? And we know they got rid of Jarvis Brownlee. And shout out to Hawk was his funny video. The video's cool, bro. So shout out to you for that. But Jarvis Brownlee is not here anymore. So now you have your other DB step up is going to have to. They have an opportunity, right? Yeah. So if you can create pressure on defense and create turnovers, you can keep them in that box that they've been in where they have they haven't been able to score points. They really have not. Okay, they really have not. CJ Stroud hasn't been able to really throw touchdowns like that. He has 2 touchdowns to 3 interception ratio.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of janky, man. Yeah. Yep. The leading receiver is Nico Collins at 181 yards, and their rush game is not even dynamic at all either, right? Joe Mixon, I think, is hurt, so you got Nick Chubb out there. But Nick Chubb ain't as the old of Nick Chubb, if that makes sense. Yep. Now, let me go to the offensive side of the ball for the Titans. All right. Do you know who their leading tackler is, Hawk? I'm gonna let them put you on the hot seat real quick. Who is their leading tackler
for the Houston Texans?
Yes, he was a former Titan.
For a former Titan?
Yes.
Nico Autry?
No.
Al Shahir Shahi.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep.
The linebacker.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. Now we know about Al Shahir, right? Yep. He's not a good coverage linebacker. Yep. He's an okay run stopper, but when it comes to coverage, no. What the Jaguars were able to do, they were able to manipulate the seams. They were able to manipulate some of those outside runs when it came to running. When it came to passing, you could throw in the middle. The Texans defense is okay. They have a decent pass rush, but it's nothing to the point where it scares me, to say the least, if that makes sense. It's almost like how the Colts pass rush was. It was like, okay, they got a good pass rush, but it's nothing that's going to kill you. So if the offensive line can block, if the offense can take that momentum that they had in the second half of the Colts game and implement it in the Texas game with the first half, you have an opportunity, okay? Another thing is you got Bo. Bo will be calling the offense. So Bo has a tendency to have rookies get the ball out of their hands quickly. If you can dial up something where you can get the ball out of Cam's hand quickly, then you have an opportunity to create big explosive plays early. So if the Titans can get on the board early, they're in positive territory, and you score points early, you have an opportunity to get on the board early because the Texas offense they're not a high scoring point team. So if you get up 2 to 3 touchdowns, you have an opportunity. What about you, Hawk?
Facts, no paper. So this is how I think the Titans can beat the Texans. I'm going to share a number with everybody, and it's going to raise eyebrows. 12.7. 12.7. And in some metrics, maybe that's a good number. Some metrics is a bad number, right? If somebody was saying, man, 1 out of 10, what's the experience with 10 being the highest, 12.7? I'm like, well, okay, you really thought it was good. But not in this category. That's points. The Houston Texans averaged 12.7 a game. 32 in the league, last in the league. And not just last in the league, it's last in the league by far. Like the Titans average 17 points a game. That's a big difference. 12 point, and the number one team, I think it's Buffalo, 38 points. It's a whole, they really are down there. And so I think if anything, I'm kind of shocked that the line is at 7 points, to be honest with you, because the Houston Texans hadn't scored. And, I think the Titans as well did get better in the second half for sure against the Indianapolis Colts. To your point, we do have Bo Hardigree, the new offensive coordinator that's going to take over the play calling. So now, when you look at Brian Callahan, he can now just be the coach of the entire team. So he can help the offense and the defense. Denard Walker and those guys are having to do better. But I do think that when I look at this game, just put pressure on C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is getting sacked at a high number. C.J. Stroud's offensive line is struggling. And because of that, it's making C.J. Stroud struggle. C.J. Stroud is not reading the ball well. He's not reading the field well at all. Some of the interceptions, just like we showed there, that was all on C.J. Stroud. Threw it right to the DB in the zone, right? If Jeffrey Simmons and those guys could really control the line of scrimmage up front, I do think we could come out with a victory against the Texans. The Texans do not scare me. And I will be honest, I still don't think the Titans are going to win a lot of football games, just being honest. But I do think if there's a game to win here, this could be a game. And it is on the road. I do get that. But you have a low-down 0-3 team just like we are. Both teams 0-3. Somebody's got to come out there with a win. And I would say that I have more confidence in us beating the Texans than any other team we faced so far, and even in this season. There'll be some other teams we got down the road that's a possibility. And I'm not saying I'm guaranteeing this victory, but it'd be a shame if we don't beat the Houston Texans.
I agree.
I think our defense could stop Nico Collins. You know what I mean? And I know we don't have Jarvis Brownlee anymore, but, Jalen Armour Davis is going to have to step up and cover Nico Collins. Because if you erase Nico Collins, you've erased the Houston Texans. Put the pressure on C.J. Stroud. Get to him. It's there. I mean, even their defense, 17 in the league in defense. So that's middle of the pack. Going into last year, the Houston Texans was the number 3 defense in the league. So maybe they have to be on the field a lot longer because the offense is so bad. Houston sucks. Houston is trash. They're garbage. They're not making the playoffs. I know it's early. I don't see it. I might be wrong. And, they got rid of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He got just cut today. He was talking about the team and how trash they were themselves. He sees that as a teammate. Put the pressure on the offensive line. Get to C.J. Stroud. You win this football game.
All right, good breakdown, man. So give us some reasons how the Texans can upset the Titans. Well, beat the Titans, excuse me.
So I think too, man, as well, man, is, what we have to do is Houston's still a pretty good defense. They really are. And all the games they've had, they have fought tooth and nail with the teams they've gone up against. And the one thing that Houston does a pretty good job in, man, they do cause turnovers. And you got guys like Will Anderson that's going to be around the bend to try to get to Cam Ward. Now, you look at the offensive line, J.C. Latham, the injury report's not out yet, but I can almost assure you that probably J.C. Latham won't play. And that's going to be huge. Our offensive line did do better in the second half against the Colts, but I do think the Houston Texans have a better front. So we're going to have to do what we can up front to block guys like Will Anderson, Denico Autry, and those guys coming around the corner that put pressure on Cam Ward. We got to keep Cam Ward protected. As you see, if we can protect for Cam Ward, he will have the opportunities to throw the football and get the ball up the field. But I really do think it's not Houston's offense that's going to get them to win this game. It's their defense. I still think when you got Derek Stingley out there, right? He's still one of the top 3 corners in the league going against Calvin Ridley. I like Stingley in that matchup. I like him in that matchup. I think that he erases him. So other guys are going to have to step up. It's Houston's defense. What are we going to do against their defense? That's where I think our biggest struggle can be. And if we don't stop Will Anderson, because the last time we played Will Anderson, I want to say he had 2 or 3 snaps against us. We have to stop them. If we do not, we will not score enough points. We might score 15 points. We will not score enough points against Houston's good defense, and we will lose this football game. What about you, Jacques?
So, to your point, the injury report just came out. And guess who's on the injury report?
Who was that?
Cam Ward.
Wow.
With the calf.
It's calf?
And ankle. Yep, ankle and calf.
Okay, I thought he hurt his arm at one time. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So he was limited. But
if
he doesn't play, that streams a big advantage for Texas defense. To your point, that's who I would think that can score points is on their defense, and their defense can snag a touchdown or 2.
Okay.
They can win this game. Strictly their defense. Offense is okay. The thing about their offense is they might get a sneak play in here or there, right? Mm-hmm. They were able to score on the Jags late, but at the same time, it was because Nico Collins, but it was a busted coverage. That's the reason why they was able to score, right?
Right.
So if they don't play smart defense, right, and if Cam Ward doesn't play, and if the defense is able to get to him, the Texans will beat the Titans. That's as simple as that. They'll beat the Titans.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's me. But yeah, he's on the injury report. So we'll see.
Okay. Of course, Shock. I'm sorry. Keep going.
He's limited, but
okay. All right. But what that concerns me too. Like, because we want to keep him as healthy as possible.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In this bad season that we have, right? Yep. So like protect him, man. If he's banged up, man, don't play him. If we feel like we're gonna be trash, man, bench him, bro. Keep him healthy.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, true.
I saw him he got hit one time. I saw him holding his arm.
Yeah. Okay. I saw him come up kind of janky too. I was like, yeah.
So, okay. Well, okay. Big news, big breaking news right there. So, Jacques.
Yes.
Thank you for the update as always, sir. All right. So, in order for us to win, there are going to have to be players for the Tennessee Titans to step up. And, if you could think of a player from the Titans that you feel would have a big game against the Texans, who would that be?
I'm going to say Ayo Manor. He's been doing things where, like you said, Cam trust him. And I think each game he's gotten better and better and better. And this is his second game where he scored a touchdown. I feel like he's going to have a good game to the point where his target account will increase, his catches will increase, his yardage will increase, and he'll probably score another touchdown. So I'm going Ayo Manor. What about you?
Man, that's a great point, man. So Alec is I think that's a great pick up there for sure. I'm going on the defensive side. I'm saying that boy, Big Jeff, man. I think Big Jeff is going to have a great game. I don't think he's have a good game. I think Big Jeff is going to have a great game. I'm saying at least a sack, maybe 2 sacks, at least a sack and a half, a few tackles for losses. Expect Big Jeff to act a clown against the Texans. I saw the film on the offensive line. Their interior is probably the worst in the NFL. You let go of Laramie Tunsil, you got a bunch of dudes on there. My hope is that Denard Wilson and the defense could form up some schemes to get Jeffrey Simmons involved into the line of scrimmage. I'm saying Big Jeff.
Okay, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Right. So, what about the Texans? Player of the games for the Texans. Talk to me.
This guy, man. Will Anderson, bro.
Okay.
Will Anderson. Will Anderson has played very well against the Tennessee Titans. They are freaking. The question is, who is more desperate to win? I think it's the Texans by far.
Yeah.
This guy here is like, man, I ain't trying to lose to the Titans, man. I'm not trying to go 0-4. I'm going to bring everything I have, from the lunch pail to the dinner plate. I'm bringing everything. Watch for Will Anderson, especially if Cam Ward doesn't play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be huge.
Yeah.
But even if Cam Ward plays, I do anticipate him at least getting a sack. Maybe even a forced fumble or something. Hey, Will Anderson he's really good, dude. I'm going to say Will Anderson for the Houston Texans will have a big game. What about for you?
I am going Nico Collins. And the reason why is because we don't have Brownlee, right?
Yep.
We got Baker is the other starting corner.
Yep.
So if I'm CJ Stroud, I'm manipulating that piece of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm targeting him every time. Now, Baker's probably not going to be guarding Nico. It'd probably be a Snead. But at the same time, if he's there, I'm about to eat that alive. So watch out for Nico Collins, man. He scored a touchdown last week, and he's just sneaky to the point where he could do it again. So just watch out for Nico.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, Jacques, one last question I wanted to ask.
Yes, sir.
Are you confident that the Titans could beat the Texans, man? I guess I'll try to get a vibe of where you might be thinking against the Texans.
So I think this is the most confident I've been all season.
Okay.
Because the teams are so evenly matched.
Yes, sir.
And what I seen in the second half from the offense was encouraging. But the problem is the defense that has really just digressed, right?
Yeah.
And this will be a good game to get their confidence back going.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah,
my confidence is higher.
Uh-oh, your mic's down.
Yeah, my mic. I popped my mic. I look at it. But
okay, you good.
This is higher now than it was with those first 3 games. What about you?
Yes, sir. I can carbon copy everything you just said, man. Literally. I do think that I'm not confident that Titans will win many games, but I do think I do have some confidence in this game. I'm not going to guarantee it, like, oh, we got this.
Right.
But I do think that we got Houston. If a dog is beaten down right now, like they are, man, right now, you got to keep stomping on that joker. And that's
you got to keep weighing them out
right now. We got to knock them down right now. So I'm more confident in any game that we've played at than any game we've played this year. For real. And I thought before the season, though, I thought some confidence with the Colts. But after seeing the Colts first 2 games, like, we're not winning that game. But Houston, seeing them in these 3 games, I got some confidence.
It kind of reminds me of the Broncos game. Like, you'll have shots and opportunities in this game that you quite didn't have in the Rams game. So we had it in the Rams game. You were there.
Yeah.
It's just you didn't take advantage of it. The Colts game, I think the floodgates opened up early. So you really couldn't stop nothing on defense.
That's right.
I think this game presents a lot more opportunities to score points, if that makes sense, right? Their run defense is not that good either. That's another thing I noticed as well. So run defense can be manipulated also. So, yeah.
That's right, man. That's right. So, well, cool. Well, listen, we want to say thank you all for watching the show, y'all. Thank you as well to everybody who support us, man. Hey, if you have not followed us on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, we're on TikTok, Tennessee Titans Weekly. We're here on YouTube at Tennessee Titans Weekly. We're out on Apple and Spotify as well, and on Bleacher Report. We are the official Bleacher Report podcast for the Tennessee Titans. Download the app. Download to follow the Tennessee Titans. You will see us. We have daily shows on there, man. Hey, we out here, y'all.
Yes, sir. And when you do follow those, cut your notification bells on. Because we'll let you know when we post any content, when we go live, anything. So that way you don't miss the conversation, because it is always an interesting conversation. So, yes. On to the Houston Texans. Hulk, shout out to you because you will be at that game. So, man, try to capture some footage, which I know you will.
Yes, sir.
But enjoy, man. Be safe and take us home, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we hope you all have a great rest of your week. And as we always say around these parts, folks, facts.
No paper.